Hey, what's good, guys? It's Cahmron. Today I'll be showing you how to make the Scrappy post score in NBA 2K26. This is another one of the brand new Scrappy builds. Probably going to have back-to-back videos on this, to be honest, just because I want to get these names out there for everybody to see, because I think this is a really, really cool archetype. So, to make this, you're going to be a 6'10 small forward, 225 pounds on the weight with a 7'4 wingspan. I genuinely made this build to be a 6'10 small forward, post hook, mashing, post fades, playmaking, post score, basically. I'm recording this the day the new patch dropped, and I wanted to make a build that could post score a little bit, that also could get gold unpluckable, so I could upgrade that to legend with a max +2. Believe it or not, the build does get contact dunks as well. Has things like silver challenger, bronze interceptor, silver rebound chaser, and overall, I just think this is a really, really solid build. So to make this, you're going to want to have a 94 close shot. We're going to drop 5 caps here. It's going to give you legend float game, legend paint prodigy, and once this post control's up, legend hook specialist. You got 80 driving layup for silver physical finisher. Pairing this 80 driving layup with legend float game is going to be ridiculous. Throw that BAM floater on, you're genuinely just not going to miss those, and it's just going to make you even more deadly from the post. 79 driving dunk. This is going to go up to 87 with caps. It gives you silver posterizer. Also going to go ahead and give you the contact dunks off 2. On top of that, right, you can dribble, you can shoot threes, shoot from mid, and you have great overall finishing. So this contact dunks are just going to make you even more dangerous. 55 standing dunk. This is the one area where I do think it could be improved, but for me, I've got the close shot and I've got the post control for my interior finishing, and I'm not really planning on relying on standing dunk too much. I'm either going to drop step you and mash, go for a post hook, go for a floater, or attack you from the outside with the high ball handle and contact dunks. And wrapping up the finishing with a 92 post control. We're going to put 5 caps here. That's going to give you legend post fade phenom. That's going to give you legend hook specialist, Hall of Fame post up poet, gold unpluckable. I went 92 over 94 just for the value. I wanted this build specifically to have legend hook specialist without any boosts, so that's why I went 92. Obviously, we've got low strength on this build, so kind of going 99, you're missing out on legend post powerhouse anyway. So to me, I just wanted to go 92 to get the most out of what I wanted on this build. I do have 80 mid-range for gold post fade phenom, 83 ball just because I like the threshold. This also does give you sharp take with that 80 mid-range 83 ball. 62 free throw, definitely something I would try to improve on, but for me, I just kind of accepted my build can't do everything. And to be honest, I could literally just boost my free throw with takeover if I really wanted to. 71 pass accuracy, this gives you silver dimer. 77 ball handle, I just sort of did this. You could always drop this down to 75. I just kind of wanted to go 77. 68 speed with ball. That's going to go and give you bronze lightning launch. This is a great max +2 candidate to go ahead and get on gold. This is just going to let you have better bursts. Midi fades, I've heard, are still fine. To me, I think 3 ball feels just fine for me, but I also was fading consistently last year. But pairing that 68 speed with ball to get gold lightning launch with your max +2s with these nice shooting ratings, even with your nice floater ability as well. You know, if you get a quick burst and get in front of somebody, this floater triggering could be really nice. You got 83 interior. This is required for the name. 82 interior gives you silver post lock. 82 perimeter, that gives you silver challenger. You also have silver removable, gold off ball pest, and bronze pick dodger. 60 steal for bronze interceptor. I'm not even lying to you. I watched a dude last night with 60 steal get 5 lanes just by timing them well and knowing these predictable passes. So with a 60, the margin's a little bit more slim, but I think if you have good timing, you're still going to be able to get those lanes if it's very, very obvious that's where they're passing. 80 block, you're going to want to drop 2 caps here to go 84. That's going to give you silver paint patroller. You cannot move this up or else the build name will change. 55 offensive rebound, 80 defensive rebound, that gives you silver rebound chaser, silver box out. We maxed out your speed, agility, strength, and ended with a 75 vert. So physical wise, you've got silver removable, silver physical finisher, silver brick wall, silver post lock, silver post powerhouse, and gold strong handle, all tied into your strength. You have bronze pick dodger tied into this agility. And we just wanted to try to maximize the speed on this build. And obviously we've got that 75 vertical for whenever we get contact dunks with caps. Overall, I think this is a very, very well-rounded scrappy post scorer. And I think if you're wanting to just play different and mix it up, you know, this build gets Legend Unpluckable, it gets Legend Hook Specialist, Legend Float Game, Legend Paint Prodigy, on top of Gold Post Fade, Silver Set Shot. You can dribble, you can burst, pass, defend, switch, get lanes, block, rebound. I mean, in general, again, I always say it, this build is crazy well-rounded, and I love this name. So, got the Cooper Flag Shades, LeBron, and Alex English, and this comes out as a scrappy post scorer. Genuinely, extremely well-rounded. Build name is insane. I've been wanting the post scorer archetype to be in the game for a very long time, and to see it with the scrappy archetype combined is genuinely one of my favorite things. 2K21, I made a rugged wing post scorer. It's one of the most fun builds I ever made. 2K22 made a rugged wing. 2K23, 2K24 made the scrappies. 2K25s had the junkyards. And overall, my favorite archetype in the game for sure, and you combine that with post-scoring ability, and genuinely just gets me very, very excited to go ahead and try this build out in the near future. But with that, let's go ahead and check out these cap breakers. Also, could potentially then look at some of our takeovers, and my specialization that I'm going to end up going with on this build, surprisingly, is not sharp specialization. So, looking at these cap breakers, you're going to go ahead and see we have no boost here on close shot, which is okay. No boost on post control, which is okay. That's going to be 10 there invested to go ahead and go 99 close shot, 92 post. You'll need to drop 5 into your driving dunk to go 87. Then you're going to need to drop 2 into your block to go 84. So that's 17 total caps, which seems like a lot. But the thing is, you could always just put 2 caps in close shot first to go 96, give you Hall of Fame Paint Prodigy. Then you could drop 5 here. That's 7 caps, 8, 9, and kind of leave post control or get the post control up here. I mean, there's ways. You don't necessarily have to do all this right now when you have 17 caps, right? You can build on this, and this is a build that's going to continue to get better throughout the seasons, which I think is really, really good. Really, that's simple. It's really simple linear caps. Close shot, post control, driving dunk, and block. And from there, if you do get more caps, could always look at something like free throw, could look at your pass. But overall, I really think this build is fully good to go once the close shot, driving dunk, post, and block is upgraded. As I mentioned, specialization-wise, we are not doing shooting. We are going finishing on this build. Obviously, have barely even started finishing. But if it's completed, that's going to give me 2 finishing caps. Going to give me a max +1 and a max +2 on my finishing. So, what I'm kind of thinking about with that max +1 and max +2, max +2 on my Unpluckable, that's going to give me Legend. Then I'm going to max +1 my Posterizer to give me Gold. Really, really simple, but I think Legend Unpluckable is going to be really, really nice. And honestly, if I'm not noticing much of a difference with that, I'll just do a max +2 and have Hall of Fame Posterizer. And then probably max +1 Physical Finisher, or max +1 Unpluckable to be Hoff, max +1 my Post Powerhouse. There's just a lot you can do, and I think, you know, shooting specialization-wise, I had considered this just for the Hall of Fame set shot, but for the sake of this build concept and Legend Unpluckable, I really wanted to go finishing on this. Takeover-wise, I would probably look at speed with ball. It's +15, so you're going to have an 83 speed with ball on this build. You could also then run Sharp Take if you want to be multifaceted, or you could run a finishing sort of takeover with this. I would probably look at your speed with ball though, or do the classic +10 to your 3 with Sharp Take. You'll have a 93 ball on top of having Legend Hook Specialist, on top of having that crazy post game, on top of the defense, on top of the contacts. Having the 93, I think, really just makes this build even more nasty. Yeah, that's the build. This is a scrappy post scorer, NBA 2K26. If you are looking at making a wing or a non-traditional post-hooking build, this may be one worth checking out. You still can defend, can handle the ball, you got your contacts, absolutely crazy busted floater game, your hooks, and just in general, I think this build does a great job at doing everything. So, with that, hopefully you enjoyed. Shout out the Scrappy Archetype. Hope everyone has a great day. Peace.